Welcome back. Now, in a fresh twist to the Coalgate probe, the CBI is likely to question former PM Manmohan Singh's aide TK Nair. Sources say that there have been discrepancies in the version put out by Nair. Following his questioning, Manmohan Singh himself could be questioned. We've got Prema, who's joining us on the phone line with more details. Prema, tell us, what have you picked up?
Well, CBI sources have been telling us that former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh's advisor TK Nair will be questioned by the CBI. In fact, if you remember earlier, the CBI had sent out a questionnaire to TK Nair. There were over 100 questions in that questionnaire. Now, we are getting to know that the CBI has found that there are glaring discrepancies in the answers that were given by TK Nair, and because of this, now the agency has decided to question TK Nair. Remember, the questioning of TK Nair is going to have large implications, because once this questioning is done, the CBI will take a final call on questioning former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh in the coal scam. In fact, the CBI sources have been telling us that this will be the first time TK Nair will ever come face to face with the CBI officials who are investigating this scam. And CBI sources also telling us that it was TK Nair who was very close to the Prime Minister. He was in fact overlooking and overseeing the entire coal allocation process. He knew about the ineligible companies who were there in the fray. Now, the big question is whether he had in fact given a clear picture about this to the Prime Minister or not. The CBI sources have also told us that there are very clear indications that TK Nair had known that certain ineligible companies were being favored. Now, the big question is whether TK Nair had any role to play in it or not. That will be examined by the CBI. But the point here is, once the questioning of TK Nair takes place, the CBI will take a final call on whether or not former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh has to be questioned in the coal scam.
Prema, thanks for that. So, discrepancies coming out in the statements that were earlier given out by TK Nair to the CBI in the Coalgate scam. This could get tricky for the former Prime Minister's aide and maybe himself also. We'll keep a track of that story. Let's also hear out some reactions that we got for you on this development.
If the CBI wishes to investigate further and ask some questions, then let them ask questions. I mean, we have nothing to worry about on that score. But certainly, they've done it to Mr. Narayanan. They've been to see him, who's our former governor, and they've been to other people. So they must be doing it in that way.
Are you accusing them of vendetta?
No, I don't think so. I think the CBI is going to do its job, and it must do it properly.
It's a matter of fact that there has been a coal scam. And at that point of time, the portfolio as a cabinet minister, it was the Prime Minister who was holding that portfolio. So it's important that all those who have held the constitutional position in the past, they should come forward and help in the investigation. We must come out with the truth, and therefore, in the name of the truth, they all should volunteer and help in the investigation. Well, closets are known. They all have tumbled out. We all know about it. All what needs to be done is to come to the truth through the investigation. And therefore, since the PMO and the Prime Minister, they were looking after the coal ministry, the truth would be known there. So therefore, the investigation or questioning with anybody who had been related with it is an important issue. And that should, and those who are there, who have held that position, they should come forth.
Law is taking its course, because in the entire Coalgate, the Prime Minister's office was accused. Then you know the developments, how Mr. Ashwini Kumar had to resign on that issue, how many officials in the Prime Minister's office were accused. So now the case is pending before the court. Law is taking its course. Whoever may be the person, the investigation will have to be carried on.